Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, shouldn't of all ages, HollywoodShono here. I'll give you another Injustice Gods Among Us video. And in this video we talk about Dawn of Justice, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Now, currently the Dawn of Justice Superman challenge does have a couple of flaws, and I've also heard of rumors of the Nightmare bug. Also the fact that the Dawn of Justice Superman card cannot actually be upgraded, making it a huge problem. Another thing I want to talk about are the 3 gear items that you can also get from the Dawn of Justice gear locker. And we're going to be talking about all those gear items momentarily. So, there's Clark Kent's glasses, the Wonder Woman Lariat, and Batman's hooded cloak. Now, one thing to note about Clark Kent's glasses is the reason that I feel this is the best of the 3 items is because you have a chance to disable enemy specials. Granted, the disable mechanic is only like 1 or 2 seconds, but you have to keep in mind the other 2 statistics. Power generation is a really strong stat when you factor in gear like the Ibistick and the League of Assassins Adept Knives, or even in some cases the League of Assassins Adept Hood, the Cloak of Destiny, and the Lexcorp Helmet, all of which give crit damage and other unique stuff. So by having more power generation, you have more chances to actually get specials off. And to top that off, you have a crit chance on Special 1. Again, see synergy with the League of Assassins Adept Knives, because not only are you doing more damage, but that gear item also has power generation. And if you tie in the Lexcorp Helmet or the Ibistick, now you're also doing burn damage on top of that. So this is why I think Clark Kent's glasses fully upgraded at 18% power generation, 30% crit, and you can kind of throw out the disable enemy specials. It's mostly about the first 2 stats, but that, in my opinion, is the best gear item. The second gear item I actually have not been able to test out, and that is Wonder Woman's Lariat. So altogether gives a 20% damage boost to Special 2. Think of gear items like the 4th World Mace coming into play because you're going to do more damage with that. So the gear items like the Bloody Sword from Ares possibly could also have some synergy with that as well, if the area damage stacks, which usually they do not. And Wonder Woman also gains a power drain chance to tag in. Evolved is kind of like a ghetto heal. Like, you're going to get more heal from the Martian garb, from Superman's gear item, from Cyborg's gear item. But it is a potential option as well, because you're going to be focusing on Special 2, and that's why this gear item is pretty good in some situations. It's going to also come down to the power drain chance on tagging. Obviously, if you're using cards like Hawkgirl, you're going to have more opportunities for that, because you're going to have a chance of power drain on tagging. And then if you're using items like the Cloak of Destiny, you're going to do more damage if you stun regardless. So it does have that synergy as well. So you can actually use like the Cloak of Destiny, the 4th World Mace, and this gear item, and you might actually do pretty good. Or you could also throw in the Lexcorp Chestplate, which would also give you additional healing on Special 2, 40% of the damage. Keep in mind, most of Wonder Woman's Special 2s are really 3-hit moves, so you're not really going to be that well off by using it. But obviously, 99% chance to heal 40% of the damage is pretty good. Third up on the list is Batman's hooded cloak. Now, as we know, Batman is probably one of the best stunning characters in the game, because every Batman's level 1 move stuns. The Batman's hooded cloak also gives the stun chance on tagging, and fully upgraded, it's a 40% chance to stun on tagging, which I believe is actually the highest. The max health goes up to 18%, and again, you have a chance to disable enemy specials, but 20% chance on Special 2. Where this comes into play is when you're using moves like the Arkham Assault, the Winged Avenger, because the idea is you want to be able to stun them on tag-in and then use a Special 2. Now, granted, you're probably not going to be relying on the disable enemy special mechanic, but generally when you have a stun gear on tag-in, that's how it works. The other stun tag-in gear items, and there are 3 of them altogether, that would be the 4th World Helmet that has stun chance on tag-in, and it goes all the way up to 25%. The other stun gear item on tag-in is one of the nerfed items, the Lexcorp Gauntlets, because that also gives a 30% chance to stun on tag-in. And finally, the best of the stun tag-in mechanics, in my opinion, is the Cloak of Destiny, because you also gain 200% damage increase against stun. You only have a 20% chance to stun on tag-in, but if you add in Batman's gear item, you actually have 2 chances to roll that. So now, because if you have the Cloak of Destiny with Batman's hooded cloak, and then if you have something like the bulletproof bat suit or anything else that adds crit damage, yeah, you probably don't even need basic damage. You just have Batman coming off the tag with an Arkham Assault and just destroy it. So that could work, especially if you land a stun on that.
Superman.
So what we're going to be doing in this next test of things, we're going to be doing 3 fights with every Dawn of Justice character. Now, the interesting thing about this is there are certain ways to actually gear these guys. Granted, I don't have all of the gear maxed out, but we're going to kind of give a rundown of things here. The only gear item I do not have is Shazam's, as we did pull Doomsday from a Dawn of Justice gear locker, and as we know, that's a gear item I actually need. So the main purpose is we're going to use each of the 3-star specific Dawn of Justice gear items with the character. So Wonder Woman's Lariat obviously has benefits of special too, and if you have it evolved, it also heals self. Well, for Wonder Woman, you probably want some power generation, so we're going to opt for the Ibistick in this scenario. And we're going to throw in the 4th World Mace. Actually, we're going to throw in the Lexcorp Chestplate because we don't have it evolved. I think the Lexcorp chest armor might give a little bit of benefit here. So with Wonder Woman's Lariat, obviously if you have it upgraded, you can use that as a heal on special too. And you can use the Lexcorp chest armor to further give you healing, and the Ibistick is just there to kind of give burn damage and power generation. So this setup actually can work really good in Survivor because you need that burn damage to deal with people. And if you're waiting for special 2, like you're going to have to in waves 14, 15, and 16, you have to have a good amount of healing, assuming it's not disabled on special 2. So in our first test fight, we have Nightwing and Regime the Flash. Cards are level 37. We didn't actually gear up Hawkgirl on purpose. We probably should have had Wonder Woman in second. So we're going to throw in Hawkgirl, who is snared. So Nightwing is forced in. So we didn't get a power drain there. It's only a 15% chance, so it's really not very reliable. And obviously, trying to get to 2 bars on Nightwing may be a problem, but the Flash, not so much. So we're going to go with the Fires of Festus. And we did get a life drain there, so as you see, some healing to the whole team. As Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman does have that healing to the entire team, which is a really, really powerful mechanic. And that's why sometimes it's better to just go with Special 1, the League of Assassins, Adept Knives, and other stuff. So there's the thing, and there's the snare effects. We haven't actually seen the power drain. And that's why you really can't rely on the ability, because here, you're probably not going to see it go off once. If you do, great. But in my opinion, Wonder Woman has never been known for level 2 moves. Usually with a Wonder Woman, you want to use it on the level 1 moves, but the fact that the heal and the other ability are on special 2 doesn't make that item, you know, that terrible, because you're going to use the card on like the Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins Batman. You might even use it on Blackest Night Martian Manhunter to get an extra heal. 14,695 XP, 1,260 credits.
Wonder Woman.
Alright, so now as you see, we had the Wonder Woman's Lariat, which gives the damage boost of special 2 power drain on target. So we're going to throw the special 2 out the window, and we're going to go with the League of Assassins Adept Knife.
Wonder Woman.
So we're going to try for power drains again. We did not have any luck the first time. We're going to try it again. So we're going up against Insurgency, Lex Luthor, and Cyborg. Cards again are level 37. Now, also in Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, you probably want to synergize with 600 Wonder Woman as well, because that's 30% more damage and power generation, which means you get to your bars quite a bit faster. Now, keep in mind, Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman also has that multi-hit light combo ender, so using gear like Ra's al Ghul's dagger in Survivor mode, which I unfortunately don't really have upgraded, is not a bad idea.
Thought you were a warrior.
So here we have the power drain on Wonder Woman. But as you see, Lex Luthor burning away. The main advantage of the Lexcorp Chestplate and even Wonder Woman's gear item on Special 2 is that you have ways of doing damage while also healing your teammates. So that's why the Wonder Woman's Lasso is not a terrible gear item, but it's not something I put probably in the top 10 for gear. Obviously, I'm still sold on the Ibistick being one of the best gear items. Cloak of Destiny is kind of up there, which is why you see me use it with Superman. And you always want to make sure you have some form of healing on somebody. So like the 3-piece 4th World set is mostly used for doing special damage and kind of mitigating damage away. So here Wonder Woman's getting in pretty bad shape. So we got the shield toss on Cyborg, which really isn't doing much damage. So as you see, Wonder Woman's special ones obviously getting power drain does not help either, but I don't think we've seen one stun yet. So again, that's not a mechanic as expected. That is really good. I think the mechanic sucks, but what do I know? I'm just one of the biggest YouTubers that do Injustice Gods Among Us Mobile. So you really can't rely on that. So in my opinion, Wonder Woman's lasso sucks for the power drain aspect. Not saying that the other two aspects are bad, because obviously doing more damage and healing is a pretty powerful mechanic, because you always want to have that heal. Here we're just going to get off Hawkgirl's super move and get rid of Cyborg. $10,388 damage for the victory in the second fight. 14,726 XP, 1,280 credits. So on the third test fight, we have Regime Green Lantern and Regime Sinestro. These guys have 18,000 health, so it might actually take a little bit to whittle them down.
Begin.
So while they can get forced to tag in, we probably should use the Ra's al Ghul's dagger, even though it's not really upgraded. Once it is upgraded, you would be able to actually potentially keep somebody down in power. You definitely would in multiplayer. Here we're going to go off the level 2 move, and we're going to try to mitigate some damage with Hawkgirl. There's the Ibistick Valley, which actually works really good when guys have a lot of health. So 18,000 will burn away 10% health. Now keep in mind the Cloak of Destiny with crit gear. For example, if you're 5250 on Wonder Woman, you're actually going to burn away 20% health instead of actually going to burn 15% health instead of 10%. So it makes a big deal. Well, obviously when you're 5250, you're going to burn 25% health. And that is quite a bit more. And then when you add in the Lexcorp Helmet or the League of Assassins Adept hood, you're talking about much more skill. So I think on Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, I actually think the level 2 move is better than the level 1 because you're not guaranteed the combo ending. Guaranteed pretty much hit 95% of the time with the shield toss. So I think with Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, it's actually better to just use your light attack to get to 2 bars. And here we're just going to wipe out Green Lantern. I really think that's the better move of the two. Like most Wonder Womans, you want to use the level 2 move because the level 2 move sucks. Now, I don't know if the gear item from Wonder Woman actually helps you with the level 2 move, but it seems like this Wonder Woman in particular, the level 2 move is way better. It just seems like the shield toss is a little bit weak, as Sinestro gets eliminated for the victory in the third test fight. 14,757 XP as Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman gains a level of 34. 1,300 credits. Now for our very next test with Dawn of Justice Superman, we're actually going to go online with that because his specific gear item is related to multiplayer or survival. Survival does have gear too. So we're going to throw in animated Harley Quinn. And mostly for power generation as well. We're going to also throw in... We don't want to throw in Regime Green Lantern because that would be a huge boost. We're going to throw in Lex Luthor.
Superman.
Now with Dawn of Justice Superman, we have Clark Kent's glasses. I don't recommend Batman's fitted cloak. We're going to throw on... I think we're going to throw on the Knife Collection. And we're going to give him the League of Assassins Adept Knives. The reason we're picking the Adept Knives over the Ibistick is because the League of Assassins Adept Knives will bounce back 30 to 50% when it's evolved to the other two teammates. So in my opinion, that's a lot more value. We're going to do a standard 3-battle matchup with Dawn of Justice Superman. And keep in mind, his passive basically just shatters gear. And as you see here, nobody has gear, so I'm pretty sure his passive is not going to work. We have animated Harley Quinn to speed up the abilities. Now also, the League of Assassins Adept Knife also gives power generation as well. So it's really situational what you do. It's really about the same, but I think the League of Assassins Adept Knives is a little bit more powerful than Ibistick in mid to low level gameplay. When it comes to high level gameplay, you really want to have that burn damage, but when you're going up against people that have like 10, 15,000 health, you're going to get more value out of the level 1 bit. So here we're going to power drain Lex Luthor so he can't do that to us. Now I don't actually know if the area damage generates power as everybody is at 1 bar anyways. So we're going to go off a flying punch on Crypto Lex Luthor. So Lex Luthor is pretty much gone. And there you see the amount of damage that Black Adam basically took for free at about 1/3 of his health. So as you see, the League of Assassins Adept Knife doing a lot of work. Flying punch. Special is disabled because of Superman's gear item. So he goes down, the bang is blocked. And at this point it doesn't matter because Lex Luthor has like no health. So yeah, we take a power drain there, but Lex Luthor gets dominated for the victory in the first fight. 6,480 XP. 1,800 battle points, 510 credits. And just keep in mind, if you're going with Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, you can probably actually go with the Ibistick instead of the knife collection, but it's always important to have some form of heal. So on the second fight, we have Raven, Wonder Woman, and Regime Hawkgirl. Raven, of course, being the biggest pain in the ass, because we're probably going to have to work towards 3 bars to get rid of it. We don't have a fourth world gear on anybody, so we can't fully swap shenanigans either. So we're already at 2 bars. You really have to be careful about doing area damage against Raven, because that area damage basically means if you touch Raven once, you're dead. So Mace Charge blocked for 751. I think Hawkgirl is the weaker of the 2 cards, so we have to hope that Raven comes in next. And I really don't want to use anything but a super move. There we go, so that's perfect. We're going to go with the Kryptonian Smash and Raven eliminated. So Raven is gone. Now we just have Wonder Woman to deal with. She'll toss destroyed Dawn of Justice Superman, so we'll have to rely on animated Harley Quinn for the rest of the fight. We're going with the damage boost. You have to be careful of blocking. So we're going to power drain Wonder Woman. And we're going to power drain again. We probably should have saved that second one. But yeah, Wonder Woman is a really powerful card when she has blocks available. I think the correct play here is to just get animated Harley Quinn in. We have 2 bars on Lex Luthor. That's where the extra power generation comes in handy. Now, because the opponent really doesn't generate power, we can just throw off a bomb and say, "Kumbaya, motherfucker!" And we got the Gravity Pull. Wonder Woman eliminated for the victory in the second fight. With Dawn of Justice Superman, animated Harley Quinn is an exceptional card, just to kind of speed up the specials as well. 6,480 XP, 2,000 battle points, 500. If you use Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, that's more power generation. But if you're using Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, I don't know if you should use animated Harley Quinn or 600 Wonder Woman in that case. And thank you, Israel Core, for the follow on Instagram. Appreciate you. In the third battle, we have Apocalypse, Darkseid, Superman, and Deathstroke. So here there is a little bit of gear. Hopefully we can get off a shatter on one of the guys so you can see how it actually works. We don't need a black racer for bleeding either. So Flying Punch. There's the shattering blow, so Darkseid's gear is permanently disabled for the entire fight. So any gear on Darkseid no longer works. We're off another Flying Punch, this time on Superman. Did not get a shattering blow there, but because of Clark Kent's glasses, that also buys you time by disabling these specials to actually tag somebody out, for example. Like say your Superman is low on health. That buys you time to actually tag him. So as you see, the shattering blow does continue to work even with that. We got a bleed Dark Racer, it's really bad. We're going to get rid of Darkseid here. So Deathstroke is in. He does have heal on. Looks like he's got the fourth world set on
Too slow.
Deathstroke, so that could be pretty bad. We got the damage boost. So this Deathstroke actually has 3-piece fourth world. I would love to shatter. So Superman is gone. We can actually play around with this a little bit. So special disabled there. I actually don't want to disable the special. I think we do want Superman to take the damage. Yes, we do. So we're going to kind of let Deathstroke heal himself up until he gets off his proc there. We're going to go off the heal on Superman. I think he's augmented this Deathstroke too. So there's the special disabled again. We get Lex Luthor and he takes some damage. So point blank is blocked. Again, we're trying to purposely heal up Deathstroke because we want to test out that shattering gear. So there's another point blank. Deathstroke has Lex Luthor in bad shape. So 2 fourth world heals pretty much puts him at like 80% health. So we got the Flying Punch on Destro. No Shattering Blow again. We're going to test it until we can actually pull it out. So another Fourth World heal. And there's the heal again. As you see, the Fourth World heal is actually still pretty good in my opinion. I think it's about the same amount over a quicker amount of time. And there's the Shattering Blow. So not only are specials disabled, this is an extremely good test on that. So no Fourth World heal there. It's pretty academic there. Fourth World gear is disabled for the entire fight. And down goes Destro for the victory in the third tough fight. And this is the strength of Dawn of Justice Superman, is that if you can disable stuff early, and this is why you want power generation on Dawn of Justice Superman. The main point of him is to do as much damage with special damage as possible. So again, just to recap, if you have another healer, like say Dawn of Justice, Wonder Woman, or Harley Quinn, you don't necessarily need the knife collection. You can go with the Ibistick and just go for more raw overall damage. And I think it is more damage in the knife collection at the expense of a heal. The League of Assassins Adept Knives would give you more area damage. Not to mention you'd have 3 power generation items, especially when all of these gear items are upgraded. And yeah, you basically have another 30% power generation when all of these gear items are upgraded. And it'd be just like having animated Harley Quinn that's not actually in the fight. Now we're going to go with a team with all Batmans in our third exhibition. So we're going to throw in Dawn of Justice Batman. We're going to throw in Arkham Knight Batman. And for the wild card, we're going to throw in the Arkham Knight. Now, we're going to make it a little interesting. We're actually going to give the Arkham Knight the full 3-piece Fourth World. Now, the nerf, obviously, with the Fourth World is that you need 3 pieces with a heal. So, no more Ibistick with the Fourth World.
Batman.
So, with Dawn of Justice Batman, we're going to load up on stun gear. We're going to give him the Cloak of Destiny. We are going to give him the Lexcorp Gauntlets, even though they suck in its current state. And we are going to go with Batman's Hooded Cloak. Now, the whole point of this, obviously, is we want to get off level 2 move while the opponent is stunned.
Batman.
So with Arkham Knight Batman, and probably even a better example would be to use Justice League Wonder Woman a shitload of power generation, because that would also fuel Batman's stuff too. So with this Batman, we are going to go with, we need crit on Special 1. So I forget what gear I'm actually do that. I think that Clark Kent's glasses do, so yes, that is really good. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the League of Assassins Adept Hood, and we're going to use Batman's gear item. So there is no burn damage from this. If you want burn damage, you obviously want the Lexcorp Helmet, although you don't have crit on Special 1. And why did we put Batman's Hooded Cloak on this guy? That's not what we wanted. We wanted the other Batman gear item, so we definitely screwed it up. We're going to give him the Bulletproof Batsuit, and we're going to go put the other gear item back on Dawn of Justice Batman. So again, the main purpose of this is we want as many stuns as possible with this particular Batman. And I think this is the best way to accomplish it. And obviously we can use special ones on all of the other Batmans. Can't really use it on the Arkham Knight, that's okay. And I think we're going to throw in Dawn of Justice Batman second, to try to test it out more. So again, we're going to do another 3-battle matchup to show this off. So in the first fight, we have Aramier 55 going up against New 52 Nightwing, Doomsday, and Martian Manhunter. So pretty strong opponents here. We're going to go with the Special 1 damage boost and the power amp. So we got the Explosive Battering. Special disabled and stuns. So right away you see the extra damage from the Cloak of Destiny. Explosive Battering from Dawn of Justice Batman, who also has crit on Special 1 as well, because of the Lexcorp Gauntlets. They still have uses in various situations. Doomsday with block breaking here. Again, loading off another stun. And special disabled from the Bulletproof Batsuit. So again, that's doing a lot of work. Here we go, a second Explosive Battering.
Try again.
And there's the Evasion, which is the main strength. So there's the Lone Bird completely avoided by Dawn of Justice Batman. So a stun into a stun. And basically, the whole mechanic of Dawn of Justice Batman is, it's all based around stuns. That's why you want to have as much gear as possible, along with the Cloak of Destiny, to just overwhelm your opponents with a ridiculous amount of stuns. The ultimate lift-off block, and there we got a stun from the Batman's gear I mentioned. You saw the big red glow there. So now Martian Manhunter with the Phase Assault. That one blocked for 1248. No evasion there. Phase Assault again blocked for 1573. Now we're going to try to get up to 2 bars and try to land a natural stun. So we're going to probably take a little damage here. Hopefully we don't get power drained by Martian Manhunter, which is a real reality here. Another Phase Assault gets through. That one hits for 1498. Now obviously you want the Bat Suit along with the Cloak of Destiny for best results. We're going to try to get a stun on Taggin, so Arkham Knight Batman in blocked for 1498. And again with the stun on Taggin mechanic, you can also use Hawkgirl to benefit from that more. So we did not get a stun there. We got a shitload of Taggin stuns. So obviously it's not 100% guaranteed. Mental damage on Batman. Another Phase Assault block. It looks like he has healing on Special 1 too. So there's a stun. We're going to have to Gotham Justice on Martian Manhunter. And that definitely was justice as Martian Manhunter got obliterated for the victory in the first fight. So again, with all these stun mechanics, especially when you're running Batman's, Cloak of Destiny is amazing. Batman's Hooded Cloak can also generate as a stun if you don't have the Cloak of Destiny. So it's not a super terrible mechanic, as it does obviously lead to unblockable specials, but I don't think it's going to win you the fights. 2,200 battle points, 580 credits. So in the second battle, we have IESI 386 going up against Red Sun, Deathstroke, Metahuman the Flash, and Reverse Flash. So a little bit of gear on Reverse Flash. I highly doubt he has a heal on Special 1. Let me get in the Arkham Knight for a minute. There's the deflect again from the fourth World Chestplate, which, in my opinion, is still one of the better gear items in the game and the best in high ways of survival. Here we're going to go up the Gotham Knight and go burn one of his cellular regenerations. He just regenerates right through it. The Dawn of Justice Batman does get a stun. And this is probably going to trigger another stun. So that did not actually trigger the cellular regeneration. That was actually really cool. So I wonder if stuns do not trigger that. There's the Out of Time by Reverse Flash, which does do a little bit of area damage as well. We still got the biggest, well, actually, that one. So there's another explosive battering into an explosive battering. And it looks like stunning does not trigger the cellular regeneration. So that's pretty badass. So Batman does not get knocked out. We're going to go up the Dark Knight on Metahuman the Flash and calm his ass down. So that's an interesting mechanic. If you stun on Reverse Flash, I don't think the cellular regeneration goes off, as Metahuman the Flash gets dominated by Arkham Knight Batman for the victory in the second fight. 7,980 XP, 2,200 battle points, 580 credits. So in the third and final test fight with Dawn of Justice Batman, we have Nemeg going up against Animated Batman Beyond, Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, and Static. This is a super annoying team. However, not one that we can't get past because we do have the Dawn of Justice stun synergy. So we're going to actually go with Dot and Drain immunity just to be on the safe side. So there's a stun from Dawn of Justice Batman, and because of the Cloak of Destiny, doing a lot more damage. We might have to actually rely on the Arkham Knight a little bit more because he does have a lot of defensive gear, so that explosive battering doesn't do a whole lot. It looks like he's got a lot of crit gear. So we're getting some deflect value here. Here we want to make sure we block the Tater trap. Now we're going to go off the Tortured Soul, mostly to get off a heal. Now Static does gain a bar of power, but because the Fourth World Helmet does have blocking, that's pretty much nullified. There's Cassandra Cain Batgirl. And we did not get a stun, and that was a really good evasion there. However, we get into a stun, so we're going to go off the Gotham Justice on Cassandra Cain Batgirl. That's why the evasion passive is amazing. So Cassandra Cain Batgirl gets wiped out by that single evasion. And again, with the Cloak of Destiny, more damage on stunned opponents. That is the single best gear item for Dawn of Justice Batman because if you avoid a special, you can pretty much just get the 2 bars and obliterate somebody. Here we just get off a level 1 move to get off the heal. Explosive battering also blocked. That explosive battering gets blocked. We're going to go off a tortured soul. A little bit of damage there. And we're going to go off the Arkham Assault, try to get rid of animated Batman John with the Taser Trap block. So we're going to go off the explosive battering. If we get into a stun, this could be devastating. Yes, we do. So we're going to go off the Gotham Justice on Static, who is still stunned. Although it doesn't look like we got the extra damage there, but Static pretty much wiped out anyways. Taser Trap on Dawn of Justice, Batman is blocked and not avoided, and the Tortured Soul on Static is enough to get rid of him for the victory in the 3rd fight. So we won 3 battles with a Batman character. That's pretty interesting. Was not expecting to complete dailies. 7,980 XP. 4,100 battle points, 3,964 credits. So if you like this video showing off Dawn of Justice, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, as well as showing off the optimal ways to gear all 3 characters, assuming that you actually have the gear, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice Gods Among Us videos, my playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And no, in my opinion, unless you have ways to stun the opponent, this is not a good team to use together. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!